I think all of us watching what's happening right now in Iran, and oil for that matter, and stocks getting spooked by higher oil prices have two main questions on our minds. This is from just my own sentiment as well as talking to people I know, especially people on my own team who have been helping me with my research and ideas. And the two questions come down to how long is this war going to last and how do we survive as investors? Nobody really knows the answer to the first question. I don't even think Trump knows the answer to that. And number two, you've written literal books about what to do in this exact situation. When war erupts, when multiple countries are involved, when an entire region is on fire, and when oil is spiking up to $100 a barrel, what do? Let's start with that.
Okay. Well, the big danger that everybody has today is not financial or economic. Those are huge dangers, and we can talk about them. And they're the economy and the financial system are coming unglued. But your biggest danger today is actually a political danger. So you have to diversify politically as well as financially. I know it's not within the ken of most people, but if you're able to, you should have a crib in another country in case things go bad. This is look, we're entering something that looks like World War III. And many times in history in the past, people have been caught flat-footed, being in the wrong country at the wrong time. It happened in Russia in 1917, Germany 1933, China 1947, Vietnam 1975. It's a long list. So that would be my best general advice, although I recognize that most people today in North America are hanging on by their fingernails economically, so they can't diversify. But if you can, you should. Certainly before we get foreign exchange controls, which I also think are on the way. That'll make it impossible for you to diversify, even if you're able to.
Why are we entering World War III? Russia and China are currently sitting on the sidelines, not actively participating yet. And many of the U.S. allies, including Canada, have verbally said that they are not going to participate in the Iran war.
Well, they don't have to. First of all, the question comes up, does the United States, does America need allies? And my answer to that would be no, it doesn't. Quite frankly, anybody that allies with the U.S. today can't bring much to the party. In fact, American allies are nothing but tripwires and burdens on the U.S. Well, it's pretty much like John Adams said, the U.S. shouldn't go about the world hunting dragons. Which is what we're doing at this point. This current war between the U.S. and Israel and Iran could, however, spill over and get much bigger. And I don't think it's going to go away. You know, it's funny, when Trump started this war, or Netanyahu, or the two of them together, they said it'll be over in 2 or 3 days. But they didn't seem to understand that Iran is a big country and it's hunting big game. And they thought they could decapitate the regime and it'd be all over in a few days or a week. But the Iranians are going to make this an asymmetric war, a long war, which the U.S. is not suited to fight, nor is Israel for that matter. So that's bad news for us here in the West.
Doug, do you see this turning into another Iraq war or Afghanistan war that lasts a decade?
Much more like Afghanistan than Iraq. Iraq was kind of a conventional war, who was that general? Schwarzkopf said, "Yeah, we do deserts. We don't like to do jungles. We don't like to do mountains." So it worked out pretty well in the short run in Iraq. But you got to remember that this misadventure in Afghanistan lasted 20 years, and the U.S. walked away with its tail between its legs, defeated by backward people, basically using AK-47s. And it wasn't as bad as the exit from Vietnam, which was a real embarrassment. You know, people hanging on to helicopters from the top of the embassy, but they were they were putting themselves in the wheel wells of planes taking off and had to desert $80 billion worth of equipment in Afghanistan. It's not going to end much better than that in Iran. I just hope that they don't put boots on the ground, which they're now starting to talk about, idiotically, in my opinion.
If you liked this clip, then like the video and share it with your friends. And if you want to watch the entire full-length, long-form video, then check out the link in the description down below.